Do you have your thing locked to not move once you start?
I had it up right and it was aiming on you. It was that way, and then I hit go live, and we're probably live right now.
Are we? Did you start live? You started live. Kimball, you are here. Upright.
Hi.
Everything's working out for you.
Everything works out.
Why don't we start by cleaning your lens so it's not foggy. Here we go. You guys, nothing but the peak of professionalism here. Can anyone hear us? Is anyone there? Hello.
Absolute trash today.
Where are the comments at?
I don't know. Why don't you go pop open that little laptop over there and join in on the fun? Is anybody even here? I'm here. We're live.
I don't know.
Alright, well, we can film that way. That's fine and new and exciting.
How does this actually look for everybody? This has to be annoying as hell. Should we... I don't know. What should we do, guys?
You guys, I'm going to just go back to doing edited videos because YouTube doesn't read any of our cameras. Why? I don't know.
Trisha found you.
Hi, Trisha.
Trisha, is this video upright or is it sideways? I'm assuming it's upright.
Yeah. Nothing's going well. I was filming Rocky, I hit go live, and then it was like, turn your phone, and then I did, and now it's filming this way. So excited about that. On today's live, we're going to just take you all through hell with us. Oh, Lord.
Trisha says the slimline Kimball. So, Kimball, what would you like to do? Would you like to cancel this one and try again, or you want to roll with it?
You know what, maybe this will just be the farewell to lives video, because, I don't know, it's not working. And it's really upsetting. What should we do?
I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we do the slimline Kimball? Trisha says to keep going.
Just keep going, just push through it.
So, yeah.
Oh my god, this is the dumbest.
You've got this, Kimball.
You know, whatever, okay, let's put it up here.
Okay.
Let me just rotate that to a stupid way. You know what we should do is flip this like that, so that way you can actually see the screen.
What if I dropped the phone and it broke? It'd be like the icing on the cake.
Make sure you don't hit the off button and the little clippy thing, because you're not gonna get it.
I also don't want to see all the clippy stuff, so maybe not the best idea to put it on the top like that. It has to be kind of below.
Now it's
there
fine.
we go.
Okay, so
I can read all the comments at least.
Alright, let's focus on this face right here. Let's focus.
Okay.
God.
You're in there, Kimball.
Am I in there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty wide page you've got there. She's right under the thing. There you go.
Okay. Well, don't you want? You can just open your laptop and read the comments on there.
Yeah.
Or you can.
You don't like me standing right over you like that?
Yeah, that's just weird.
Come on, Kimball. We can do this together.
Weird.
Okay.
Like it. Oh my god. Okay, so I probably have 5 other videos out there that are ready to go live, but we're not going to worry about those right now. You can also just use the iPad Rock.
I'm seeing if someone has a solution, sorry.
Oh. Does someone have a solution?
Anyway, if you guys are just joining, YouTube and all the settings for our computers are a nightmare, and it will not connect to our computer. We've been trying for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, last week it had the camera, everything was going great, and as soon as I hit live, it was like, nope, and it just wouldn't play, so then it just stopped reading the cameras, so I don't know what happened. Anyway, she's the inspiration for today. Are my hands clammy? A little bit.
Probably.
It's been very stressful. Cancel that live, Rocky. Anyway, this is our character Moisha, and I'm going to use this stencil, mostly just her face. Maybe a little more, but we're going to put her in the bandana. I really don't know how much you can see because Rocky hasn't up yet. So we're going to put her in the bandana, her little kerchief, and all that stuff. Oh my god, that looks so annoying. I just saw the screen. I am sorry.
Just move this down further in front of your face. There you go.
Is that really going to... I mean, awesome. Okay, here are the swatches. So, you know, we're excited. I'm crying inside.
You're fine.
Anyway, so I'm going to use the Caran Luminance 6901 colored pencils because somebody asked if I had, and I hadn't. And so I bought a bunch, and now we're going to try them. And I thought, let's just have a really awful experience technology-wise while we do it. And I don't want to have to think about lining up eyes and stuff, so I'm going to use a stencil. We're not even using the microphone. I hope sound is good.
I'm sure they can hear it just fine.
I'm probably like shouting. Is the mic on my end or yours?
Yours.
Where is it at?
It's at the end of the phone.
It's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure they can hear you just fine.
Okay. This is a Vermeer. Oh yeah, just show you real quick. Vermeer book from yesteryear. I don't know. I bought it in Boston.
Mm-hmm. At an old bookstore. Yeah. I also borrowed a pair of scissors from the guy and cut the sleeves off my shirt.
We've all heard this story.
I'm sure they have.
Anyway, so I just laid down some Jane Davenport Joyful Gesso over this black and white photocopied image of something. I don't remember. It's a guy's face. You can see his face right there. It's a little spooky. So, you know, he'll always be on the back of her mind. Yeah, we'll just put her like right there-ish. Maybe I will just leave it. I'll probably use the neck. And I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. Just gonna pick a color. Maybe we'll go pink.
So how often have you used these
pencils? I've used them once.
And survey says?
They're nice. I haven't used them enough to give a great review, in my opinion. They are harder than Prismacolors, for sure.
Guys, can you let us know real quick? Is there any buffering happening? Because if there's no buffering happen, we'll try to figure out how to make this happen on the phone without this whole annoying.
Oh yeah. We stopped using the phone forever ago because it kept like buffering and freezing, and that was super annoying.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't having any buffering issues, we could probably figure out something.
We'll just switch back to using the phone again. Anyway, so I'm not going to use the entire stencil. I mostly just want the eyes. We're going to go lightly. Holly, go lightly. Again, I'm just doing this because I'm being lazy today, and I'm stressed as it is.
Are you a bit stressy, Madonna?
I am stressy, Madonna. Let's see. Those are good eyebrows for Moisha.
It was like the frantic at the last minute. Google everything you can, watch YouTube videos, download additional software, go between multiple computers, nothing. And then the newest thing was it wouldn't even like register the camera, like I couldn't even click over to it. It was so much fun, you guys.
I mean, I was just like, I almost canceled.
We almost went to like do another sit down like haul in front of the webcam because that's all we could get to work.
Yeah, I went shopping again. Her face shape is a little bit, well, you know, her face shape's actually pretty close to Moisha's, so we will just follow that line.
Ooh, Trisha got some Prismacolors for Christmas. No buffering.
Where did you get the Prismacolors?
Where'd you get them, Trisha?
Where did you get them, Trisha?
Did you get them in the black market, the Prismacolor black market?
I found only here in the UK. I just don't understand why they don't carry Prismacolors here. I really don't. They carry everything else. And I'm like, if you're going to talk about price, these pencils are like £4 a pencil. That is so expensive. So, and these are not like magical pencils, they are just pencils. Anyway, they're nice, but, you know, £4 a pencil, come on now. That's good enough. Thank you, Stencil. Your services are no longer needed. I only made a half coffee tonight because I don't need a full one.
Yeah, imagine if you had a full one and all these things.
Well, it's not caffeinated, so.
Oh, still.
All right, this. Oh, wait, no. Oh, God, Stencil. Come back. I was going to. Oh, goodness. Get you back in the lines just a little bit. It's going to be perfect. Because, like, Moisha's hair. I don't know. I'm like, are you in screen? Moisha's hair kind of like falls out on the sides. So I was gonna do, she already has this little swoopy on the stencil, so I was like, oh, I can work with that. I can work with it.
Anne says Swiss made?
Yes.
Yeah, those are.
The Caran d'Ache. I was like, I am not. Let's see, and this can probably come down. Maybe we can work with this little hair strand too.
Oh, Trisha's daughter bought them for her.
Oh, you lucky girl.
How fun.
Okay, putting that aside. So now,
So everyone that made it over to the correct stream, well done again, you sleuths.
Thank you. It's just a game now. It's like, oh, where am I really going live? I don't know. I started 5 different ones.
Find McKinney.
Basically. So this hair, I don't want to do too much pencil on the hair because her hair is green. So, you know. Let's see now. Moisha kind of has like a squarish round face.
Click, 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 click.
What are you clicking?
It's the mouse I had to plug in as an emergency because my other mouse wasn't registering. It was all the technical issues.
We're having fun, aren't we?
I mean, when in doubt, get your phone out and just hit record.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I did. And then I had it turned the wrong way, apparently. I can't remember what Moisha's lashes are like. Because this is a very old cartoon one. But we're working with it. I kind of went through and changed all of their eye shapes and stuff to make them a little more unique and individual from each other, because I had like same face syndrome way back when. I mean, I still kind of do, but that's fine. And same face syndrome is when you draw the same face on all your characters, which I don't mind.
Anne said that's why they're expensive, because they're Swiss made. Could make sense. We went to over on Rocky and Kimball channel, we did an episode yesterday where we went into London and we visited, well, it was supposed to be 3 art stores.
But you know me.
But we ended up going to like 5 art stores all over London. So one of them, basically we were comparing prices for these pencils, right? And they were quite different.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, I was surprised that the one I thought was going to be the most expensive was the cheapest.
There you go.
By like 55p. So that's kind of a big deal when you're buying pencils. I only bought 4 though, so it wasn't like the end of the world, but for reals. It was like £12 for 4 pencils. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Anne says, how are you enjoying Europe and all the easy travel country to country? Next up, Spain vacation.
Spain. Loving it, actually. Although next year, I think we might travel a little bit further. I think I'm gonna... So right here, it's like kind of pulled back like a little do-rag situation. I think I'm gonna open the sides and have her hair falling out the back of it. That's how I used to wear... When I grow my hair out, like there's this awkward in-between stage where I wear a little head wrap thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And the hair spills out.
Bandana.
Yes, a bandana. I'm like, what are they? I was all, a kerchief. Anyway.
Trisha says, great vlog Paris with the parrot.
Oh my god, that lady was so funny. Like, she was so, like, fancy. Like, was she wearing a fur coat or a fur lined coat or something? And like,
yeah, I talked to her. She was really nice.
Yeah, she definitely, had some work done. She's like one of those highfalutin but like fun ladies.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, we have a channel called Rocky and Kimball, and there's the 5th Paris vlog is up right now. It's over an old train track that's above ground, that kind of like the High Line in New York. And there was a woman walking a scooter, and on the scooter's arm there was a white parrot sitting there, and she's walked it right by us, and I was just awestruck. I just had my camera out and I was filming, and I just turned it and filmed the whole thing. And then she was basically bringing it out for a walk, and it was eating the berries on the trees.
It was amazing.
And she was there for a good half hour just walking around, and the bird was chilling. It didn't make a sound. It just got up and knew exactly what to do. Anyway, so much randomness.
All right, so we got that happening.
Anne says we all have that awkward length.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, because I think I look better with short hair, but I hate having to keep cutting it. And that's why I just grow it long, so I can just throw it back in a ponytail and move on. But whatever.
How long can we rock long hair before they go, oh, they're too old for that?
I've seen Willie Nelson with long hair, right?
That's Willie Nelson. That's willy-nilly.
I don't know.
You guys, let us know in the comments, how long can we rock long hair before we're too old for that now? I mean, my answer is we're never too old for anything, and mind your own business, but
at the same time, we're really insecure and we want to know.
I'm just curious what people's thoughts are in general.
Yeah, I don't really care.
But you were asking about how it was like the travel to Europe and stuff like that. It's been really fun because the Euro tunnel is pretty accessible, and we can actually take our car. So we've done quite a few trips when we can, over to the continent, as they call it.
As they say.
And so the most recent one was like, we were fortunate enough to have like 28 days off in December. And so we took that time to go to Belgium and the Netherlands and northern France. So that's all the vlogs that are going to be coming up are going to be coming from those cities. So even though it's like the peak of Christmas time.
Yeah.
So there's going to be like Christmas content on that channel basically all the way through March.
That's fine. Christmas is always and forever in my mind, so.
I mean, they're not like Christmas themed. They're just, there's decorations up.
Yeah. Just kind of color coding everything with line work. I might even bring in some paint just because I don't want to use pencils for all the background work, but we'll see.
Never too old. Grew it to my ass again over the pandemic. Now I have to get it trimmed every 6 weeks or so.
My hair was down to my butt too.
Same. Did we all do that?
It looked so good too, because my hair is really curly when it's short, but when it gets longer, like the weight of it pulls down, so I get really long, like pretty waves. And I like it.
How much longer do you have to go before that?
Probably like another 1.5 years of growth. So, you know, we'll see.
Trisha says, I thought 40, but I'm 70 now and had it cut to shoulder length in the summer, so I'm growing it out again.
Yep. I think everyone just goes through phases. I didn't like where that line was because Moisha's nose is a little bit bigger than the stencil, so trying to match that up. Trying to just get a lot of the details in before I start like getting in with the colors.
Anne says, how wonderful to have most of the month of December off. It was, I'm so grateful.
Me too.
Because last year was insane. The biggest challenge now is basically I'm back to work full time and we have the channel now. So I have 3 weeks of episodes done. And so I have to like keep editing in my off time to make sure that we can post every week. Otherwise the YouTube algorithm's like, I hate you.
Yeah, basically.
So we're trying to like break through and reach new audiences, but you have to post consistently. So yeah, that's going to be our challenge.
So just real quick, I'm just adding in the shading with some purple. That's all.
Purple.
I was going to do this and then like layer up on top of it with like the warmer colors, but
it kind of matches this little guy if you turn it a specific way.
Get on my face. I'm just going to shade all of that in. Can I just say, colored pencils, all brands that I found so far, lay down so nicely on this gesso. It's like a very velvety, yummy texture. And it's very easy to color on.
I kind of like how you see the texture of the gesso coming through.
Yeah, you can even see the print still. I used like a, the milky white, because I didn't want to completely cover the print. Otherwise I would use the opaque white, but...
Anne's all sound effects. I think it's because I took a magnet thing off of the camera holder and put it back on.
Yeah.
And it was the little springs.
I want to darken up her eyes a bit.
It's the type of stand for a camera that, remember those old like lights you would connect to your desk and they would be on like the 2 arm and they have the little springs on them? Look like slinkies anyway. It's like that arm thing. I know you're all dying to know.
Yeah, they are. So we're just not pressing too hard just yet. We're building up the details slowly.
Wait, who else is here? Let me see. So we have Anne's here, Trisha, Coloring View is here.
Hi.
Or they were. Addie.
Bye.
Adrian says, hi guys, did you miss me?
Yes. I miss everything. I mean, I'm glad y'all are here. Like, I mean, if I was you, I'd be like, what the hell's Kimball doing this week? Oh my god.
I'm so curious as to how the phone flipped it upright.
Yeah, I don't know, because I was on you when I hit live, and then it told me to, like, change it, so I don't know.
Like, but how do we figure that out without going live again? That's like, do we just have to, like, test a bunch of live streams to figure it out, or what?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I was going to darken up her lip line. Let's use the darkest brown.
Was there anything you wanted to talk about from the week?
You know, I completely forgot because, you know...
Frazzled.
Frazzle-dazzled.
Did you make any purchases you wanted to talk about?
I made loads of purchases. I mean, if all else was going to fail tonight, we were just going to do another haul because of, you know, we went shopping and I have some goodies I can share, but...
I mean, we could do that when you're done, I suppose.
Oh god, I don't know if I have the energy.
Commitment, Kimball!
Alright, let's bring in some pinks. I think this is my favorite for skin tone, but it's like, it's not even like a pink, or it's not a skin tone really, it's anthraquinoid pink? Quinoid, okay, whatever. Anyway, bringing that in. Mostly around the cheeks, because we do love a nice peachy, pinky, cheeky.
Have you shared any of the pieces in this journal?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. I'm sure I have. I've colored pieces in this on the live.
So how are you feeling about working with them so far in this?
I was just gonna start talking about that. So far, it's good. They're actually really nice. And I do know they are not like Prismacolors, so I am not coloring with them like they're Prismacolors, because they are a lot harder. And plus I don't have, 150 colors at my disposal. So I have to layer them up to get the colors that I want.
And if you were using Prismacolor, how would you be doing it differently?
Usually I just work dark to light and I just blend my way out and smudge my way out. But that's not always, but that's a lot of times that's what I'll do. But also I need this because I don't know my colors yet. And I want to use Herculanum Red.
Ooh, Trisha started new online classes and she took down Christmas decorations.
Fun and not so fun. I always get bummed when I take down Christmas decor. I mean, it's like the place looks like your place, it looks neater or whatever, but at the same time,
it's like taking happiness away.
Yeah, why do that?
The most wonderful time of the year goes back in the box.
Oh, bye, Mariah.
Oh my gosh.
I saw somebody posted a picture like packing her away into a little Christmas.
That's so funny.
Storage box. I love the controversy around that song. Did she write it? Did she write it with a friend? Did she write it when she was a teenager in like half an hour, 90 minutes? What's the truth? Don't know, don't care.
Trisha says, I love the lights. Oh, like Christmas lights.
Yes, me too. They're so like calming and like chill. I remember as a kid, my brother and I used to sit in like our living room, and that's where we had our Christmas tree, and we would just have the tree lights on and just sit there and enjoy each other's company and the tree lights.
And then you started fighting because you stole something from
Well, like, which is, I was just gonna say, which is funny, because like as kids we did fight a lot, but not like mean fighting. We just.
I mean, how many kids were in your family? There was quite a few.
6.
So there was bound to be some scuffles breaking out.
Yeah. I mean, I never got punched in the face. But I saw it, and I was like, oh my god. It looks so painful, and I was like, I don't ever want that to happen to me, so just be a good boy.
Straighten up and fly right, Kimball.
Yep, that's what I did. Alright, let us bring in...
Lettuce.
I just ate a bunch of lettuce. I don't even have a color for, like, her eyeballs. To, like, I don't have a gray. So we're going purple.
That's fine. Who doesn't like purple eyeballs?
Well, we're going to do purple first, and then maybe a pale blue over it. Because she does have pink eyes. Not pink eye, but pink eyes. Maybe I'll try this one. I am noticing that these colored pencils are kind of picking up the color as it dragged in some of her eyelash color right there. It's not a big deal, just something I'm noticing.
Is it because the colors are harder?
I don't know. It might be because I really don't know. It's all new to me. But I do know the white works pretty nicely. It's funny because I tried the white here. This is just like a black pen.
They can't see that, but yeah.
Oh, right here. It was like over black pen and it didn't show up at all. And I was like, oh my god, that is trash. But then I like tried it on just like black paper and it worked totally fine. So apparently that pen is just too powerful for this. And that pen is, of course, a Jane Davenport pinching line pen. So, you know. Let's see. I don't want to give her like red eyes, but like this is probably the pinkest I have. And I might tone it down with the brown. I don't know. I'm gonna give her like, I love doing like the dead eye and then doing the highlight like afterwards. Does that look right? Oh my god, it looks off.
Rose says, hello, I totally forgot to set my alarm. How's it going? Well,
girl,
as you can see, things didn't go to plan, but we're carrying on anyway.
They're going okay. What should I do next week, everybody? Like, should I just do an edited video from now on? Should we just try doing lives from the phone, but, you know, turn it the right way? Because, I mean, if this works, if I can get it to film the correct way, like, that's totally fine. It's
yeah,
easy.
if you guys aren't having buffering issues, the phone is a lot easier, actually. And then it's, I don't know, yeah, it's fine to film with the other camera, but it's just so many other settings. And honestly, the color, I think, looks better on the phone anyway.
Also, we could, like, take you around the house and, you know.
As long as the internet signal stays strong.
I'm adding orange because I wanted to. And then I'm going to add yellow. A warm
Rose
yellow.
asks, have I missed a lot?
Just me complaining a bunch about, you know, technology not working and...
Trisha says live, please.
Okay.
And what Trisha wants, Trisha gets.
Well, she spoke first. Adding dark brown on the top. Yeah, we haven't really done much. I used a Jane Davenport stencil to get things going.
This one.
That one right there. And yeah, now I'm giving her some dead eye, and then we're gonna liven it up with, you know...
For dry, dead eye.
Yeah, these don't work as well. See, I shouldn't have tried using them like I do Prismacolors because it's not working the way I want. Learning as we go.
I mean, it looks pretty.
Well, also her lashes are still really light.
How is it not turning out the way you wanted?
I think it's just because her lashes are light, so it looks weird to me right now.
Oh.
Let's darken those up.
Because you basically removed any texture from the paper. I mean, it's kind of interesting, though, honestly.
Let me... So the crease of her eyelid will be the darkest. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to give her blue lashes.
Ooh, blue lash.
If I need to go darker, I can try adding in some black. I just shouldn't be doing this early because I have learned that it picks up the color, so when I color around her eyes, it might pick up this color a bunch.
But maybe if you, like, really press it in like this, it's not going to.
Yeah, we'll see. Learn as we go.
Well, if you weren't going to do it this early, when would you do it?
Well, I would do all the skin around her eyes first, because then the dark can go over the light colors.
Oh,
but
are you going to go back over her skin and try to smooth it out? Or are you
oh, God, yeah, she needs, like, some depth to those eyes. Like,
No, I mean the skin.
Yeah, like, this all needs to be, like, rendered out.
But, like, her cheek skin and stuff down there?
Yeah, everything.
Oh, okay.
I just put down, like, a very light layer to get things started. Also, I use a lot of Jane's, her skincare magic wands, like colored pencils, which are really soft as well. So those work really well on this. So this is like a learning curve. These are great colors and great coverage and great pigment, but I'm just having to learn how to use them properly. Which could take a long while, who knows?
Maybe they'll become your new favorites.
I doubt that.
Prisma still has that space in your heart. So Trisha, how are the Prismas, by the way? The Prismacolors that you got for Christmas from your daughter?
She's all, they're trash, I hate them. I hope you like them.
What would you say they're the most similar to here?
Maybe the Derwents? I guess. Like, everything here seems to be oil-based. And the Prismacolors are wax and oil-based.
Trisha says, I got a message from Instagram saying you want to follow me on Threads. Do you really? I'm not on it. Is it just a ruse to get me to join? Probably. I had someone else who was like, oh, this person wants you to join, and it was a person I was like, they don't care if I join or not. I think they're just trying to get people over to their platform. But I mean, I'm on Threads, but I don't use it.
I'm not. I am so bad with social media. Like, I really should post more artwork on my actual Facebook page.
Is there a reason you don't?
Because everything I do, like, I usually use Jane Davenport products, and so I post it in that group. And I should just be posting. I should also post it on my page, just so, you know, everyone that's not part of the group can actually see it.
I feel like Instagram is probably a better place for posting art anyway, because I feel like...
Yeah, I do have a lot of stuff on Instagram.
Anne says, I like Threads better than X.
Oh my god.
I don't use that either.
X. I use X, but again, not very much. Also, very risky opening X in public. I'm like, what is happening right now?
What have you been looking at, Kimball?
I mean, it just creeps up on my page. I don't know where it comes
Sure
from.
it does.
But yeah, scary. I love
Because
how I
of
was
all
like,
the kitten videos.
exactly.
Okay.
I love how I was gonna like render out her eyeball, but I'm all like, no, we're working on lips now. But we're almost done. I'm gonna keep her lips quite simple. I do love a dramatic eye and then like nice, soft, simple lips. In like real life makeup, I don't know about like this, but again, having to make up a weird gray color. I don't have one, so we'll just do that. All right, let's get some eye colors. We're gonna want brown, some kind of peachy, a dark brown, and maybe, well, I got some purple in there already. Let's just build out with these first.
Trisha says, I love them, the Prismacolors. I already had some. Yes, I think possibly Nearest or Derwent's. I don't use Threads or X Twitter.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like the Prismacolors.
I wonder where they're actually made.
I think they're probably US brand. There's like a little clump of paint right there. So I'm basically just using the darkest brown that I have to do the darkest spots.
Wow, it's down to 1 degree Celsius outside right now.
What does that mean?
It's almost freezing. And it's going to get down to freezing at midnight and then dip to -1.
All right.
Right when I go to work.
Well,
and then it's getting down into sub-zero temperatures next week.
Well, that's going to be
with
fun.
Wind. How fun. You guys, the UK, am I right?
I love how, like, since we've been here, the weather has just been insane.
I mean, it's fine. It is it is winter.
I mean, it doesn't bother me, but, like, I mean, the summer was actually really quite nice.
It says we have a 40% chance of snow 2 Tuesdays from now. How do they know? How do they know?
They don't, because they don't get the weather right for like 3 hours later in the day.
Y'all, when we were traveling in December, I swear, we were thinking it was going to be raining the entire time, because when we got on the app, it was like rain constantly for 2 weeks. And then we'd get on the day before, and it would just change magically and be like, partly cloudy.
Yeah, or...
And it just kept changing to partly cloudy. I was like, what? They like made me so scared for this entire trip.
It would rain like at nighttime, but...
Yeah.
It was... I would say we probably had like 5 rainy days while we were out.
Yeah, but it was not as bad as they said it was going to be.
No. We survived. We had some nice snow in Brussels.
Yeah, that was like day 1.
Yeah.
That was it.
And then I was like, I mean, I love snow, but I really didn't want that to be happening while we were traveling. Because I'm not one that likes to drive in winter weather.
Anne says, I like how you can zoom in on the phone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could on the camera too, but it was just a lot more difficult.
Can you actually zoom in after you've hit live, by the way? I'm very curious.
Yeah, you zoomed in already.
I did?
Yeah.
No, I moved the thing down.
Oh.
Oh, you can. But is it like a digital zoom, or is it actual?
I don't know. It's closer.
Let's just find out. Let's just zoom in. There you go, Kim. That's what you're working on right now.
There it is.
But I think that's just a digital zoom, so that quality is not going to be great. And back out. It'd be nice if you could set the type of camera you want, like 2 times or 3 times, and then go.
Yeah, 2
But
times.
I don't think that you're going to get that functionality with the Ubes. Okay, let's see what's... Well, we got comments, guys. Rose says, we had lots of snow last night and into today, over a foot at my house. Wow.
Whoa.
Snowshoeing tomorrow for sure. For sure.
That sounds exhausting and fun.
Anne says rain and wind go hand in hand, and then she put up the little hand emoji. And Trisha says, that's cold. There may be snow. You can tell you're living in the UK because you're talking about the weather.
That's sad and true.
Anne's going to Florida next... Is it Florida? Off to Florida next week. FL. That's fun. What part?
I've never been to Florida.
My experience when I went to Florida was when I got off the plane, and when I got into the jetway, I felt like I stepped into a bathtub.
Gross.
And then we went and rode rides at Universal Studios, and it felt like I was riding theme park rides in a bathtub.
Gross.
And then we went to Disneyland, and I felt like I was walking in a bathtub.
Disgusting.
And then, yeah.
So you had a good time.
Let's see. Amanda says, "Did you get my above message?" I didn't see an above message. Let's see. Go back there. Up. I did not get another message.
It
What was
wasn't
your
like.
message, Amanda? I didn't see it.
Was it blocked for some reason?
I don't know. Maybe I'm colorblind.
Colorblind. What does that have to do with it?
I don't know. Anne says Coral Gables near Miami. I have to look that up. I don't know what that is. It sounds fun though.
I don't know. It sounds glorious.
Coral Gables.
Sounds like horses would be involved.
Florida.
I'm gonna go horseback
What if
riding.
it was horseback riding under the ocean?
Horseback riding under the ocean.
Oh, Coral Gables is a city in Florida.
That much I knew.
It's home to the 1920 Venetian pool carved by the rock quarry into its grottos, towers, and bridge. Blah, blah, blah. Let's look at pictures. Oh, it looks very fabulous. It's probably going to be beautiful right now. Pending any, hurricanes, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh my god, I hope I never have to experience a hurricane or any kind of natural disaster. Any disaster, really.
I think the closest hurricane we have to deal with is your emotions when the
Oh my
camera
God.
won't show up on YouTube.
It's a whirlwind over here. I mean, they did have the tornadoes up north, I think it was here, where it ripped off the roofs and stuff. I don't think it was technically a tornado, it was some kind of random, upspout weird thing, but my god. How terrifying. Alright, now that we've layered in a lot of color, let's bring some white in. Actually, let's add a little more paint to them cheeks.
Hurricane season is over. Thank goodness.
It's kind of weird that it has a season. I mean, I get it, but it's still just weird.
I guess everything has a season. Really.
Spiders. I remember before I moved here, they're like, "You're gonna come right at the end of spider season." I was like, what?
And then the first Airbnb we were in had, I don't know, I think I got rid of at least 150 spiders. We sucked them up in a giant shop vac because they were all in the roof. We were staying in an old converted barn.
Oh my god.
It was 40 degrees outside. So the spiders were all definitely inside.
Yeah,
And there was one on the carpet downstairs that was huge.
So gross, dude. It looked like, I don't know, a black ping pong ball with noodly legs, and it was in the shag rug. It was not okay. I was not okay.
I was like, I die here.
Basically. That was
He
so
dies
disgusting.
here. One of the two.
Something had to happen. Well, it seems like you're still here.
I thought Kimball was going to get on the next plane home.
I was freaked out. Her eyes are looking really dead. They need to be more shaded before I do this, though. The whites of her eyes.
Rose says, I've had tornadoes here in Orange County, New York. It's pretty scary. I don't know
Wow.
how they do it in South Central USA.
Yeah, I'm not a natural disaster person. That's not a for me thing.
And Rose says, we have hurricanes here up the coast.
Oh my god.
Natural disaster.
No, thank you.
I remember I grew up in Boise, Idaho, so did Kimball, but there was a report of a tornado back in the early 90s out by the airport or something, because it's kind of flat out there. And that's the most natural disaster we had. There might have been an earthquake up in the mountains somewhere. I don't know.
It's a really good story.
Just, I wasn't used to natural disasters. And then we moved to California, and it was earthquake territory.
Yeah.
I don't remember experiencing an earthquake. Do you?
Yeah, only one. I was sitting with Veronica on their balcony. And it sounded like a large semi going by. And it just kind of did a little rumble, and Julie was sleeping, and she woke up. She's like, oh god, do I get to the bathtub or the door frame? She was so disoriented, it was so funny. And we just laughed at her. The highlights don't look great, but They're there now. At least she
They
doesn't
look
look.
fab.
She doesn't look dead. That's what we're going for. We want a lively gal. Where's my other green? Other green.
But you had those crickety things in the USA. You shouldn't worry about spiders. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God, the camel cricket thing.
Camel crickets. Kimball's favorite.
Jesus. Those were a nightmare. Those were terrifying. At least spiders don't like jump 6 feet at you.
Yeah. Predatory response. I mean, it's kind of funny.
Oh, ha ha ha.
It was even worse. I don't know. It wasn't even worse, but it was equally terrifying when you put the sticky pads down and then you walk up to it the day later and there's like 10 of them in there and you don't even want to move the pad. I'm like, make sure they're all dead. Burn it with flames.
I know when we sold our house, I was like, we should probably throw that away before people start like coming through. And we did. Just using
Rose
this.
says they are cute. I didn't know that was their name.
They are not cute. They're evil little beings.
Different villains for different chillins.
Ridiculous.
I don't know.
Her scarf is yellow, but I think I'm gonna do mostly an orange tint to it.
What was the cookie that you had tried yesterday that we hadn't had before?
The Libkuchen?
Lurkurken?
I don't know. I threw the box away, but
Lurkurken. You guys know what Lurkurken?
it's basically like, I think it's like a gingerbread cookie
with some weird like wafer thing on the bottom, possibly, and then covered in.
I feel like that was just like edible parchment paper.
I don't think so.
Because it was like paper. Anyway, I ate it. I liked the one with just icing. Rocky likes the one with chocolate. But I like the flavor of the cookie, and the icing just made it sweet, so I liked that.
Rose says, I love spiders and pretty much most bugs. I heard you have huge house spiders in the UK.
What?
We had one huge house spider here when we first moved in.
Oh my god, by the window downstairs?
I don't know what happened, but over the past, I don't know when it started, but maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I just had this thing where I couldn't kill things anymore at all. Like, no matter how big or small it is, I just can't.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
And so I am an expert now at putting spiders and bugs and flies and just anything outside. And I have a little cup with a card that I use to scoop them up.
Yeah, I'm like, Rocky, if you want this bug to live, or this spider or whatever, you need to come do it, or I'm gonna kill it.
I'm like, ugh!
I'm like, no.
Rose says, Rocky, you need to take care of all the bugs. I am! I'm like the bug uncle.
The bunkle.
I'm sure they don't appreciate me flinging them out the front door or out the second story window, but they're fine.
I'm sure they are.
Physics works different for them, I'm sure. And how often do they get to go parasailing?
Can't decide if I want to do watercolors for the hair or something just to make it go faster, because, I mean, I'm not going to color all the hair in. That'll just take way too long, like shade it all. But we can at least do this and, you know, show where the hair's at.
I love the soothing sound of the pencil scraping against the gesso.
I mean, when you use words like scraping, that doesn't really sound soothing.
Amanda says, basically, I think my message to Kimball was, Kimball, Twister gone wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming you're referring to the blog.
Yeah.
Because, oh my god, can you imagine a game of Twister and people just in that position? I mean, I would laugh.
Oh, I thought you meant like Twister the movie.
I know. And then you made the Helen Hunt reference, and I was like, well, that's confusing, but we'll
Is
leave
it? That's what I thought. I thought you were talking about Twister the movie.
Like
it was a tornado and everyone got jumbled up.
No, I'm talking about Twister the game, and everyone's messed up trying to get there. You know?
I legit had no idea until just now.
I was like,
what you were talking
I was
about.
all, you're funny too. I did your little Helen Hunt joke. But it's confusing when it's 2 puns for the same thing.
2 puns for the price of 1.
I don't know if it's a pun, but 2 references, I guess. I'm going to add yellow to her bangs to make them stand out from the background. Or not, from her background hair, basically. Put that down.
Rose asks, Kimball, are you in a book? I think I recognize that you've worked in it before. Is it just gesso on it or other things too?
This is The Joyful Gesso by Jane Davenport, and I am working in this book.
Which was an old art book from, of Vermeer, basically, we got in Boston. And so Kimball just gessos over the paper. And the paper's really nice.
Yes, I have worked in this book before. Just did that one recently. A couple of pages ready to go. So yeah, it's a fun one.
There's just a bunch of artwork and random things in there. How much was that? Do you remember?
It was $5.
That's such a good deal.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway. Yes, queen. Let's take this darker greenish blue. Just to make her face stand out a little more.
Rose says, of course I can watch it from the beginning later. But where's the fun in that?
Where is the fun in that? You'll just see how stressed out I was.
Shh.
I know, if you could just calm right down, lady.
I don't know if they can even hear me that well from being over here. I'm sure they can hear me, but it probably sounds like I'm across the room.
What? Can you hear you?
What?
You're so far away.
What was the best part of your week?
Not painting that one picture that annoyed the hell out of me. That's for sure.
You want to talk about it?
No. No, it was fine. I like the way the piece turned out. It's just now it reminds me of how annoyed I was when I was working on it. And it was just, I really wanted a clean, crisp piece because I liked the way it was looking when I was working on it digitally. And I just could not do that with traditional stuff. And it was really frustrating. I just kept making more of a mess trying to fix it. But it's fine. Everything's fine.
Trisha says, I bought some old books to paint in, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Do it. Do it. I say just do it.
But what are the books doing now, Trisha? When was the last time you looked in them?
Exactly. When was the last time anybody looked in them?
Never!
Yeah. Oh, Rocky, I was gonna, I told people I'd ask you how the book is that you're reading so far. The one that you showed last week.
It's really good, actually. It is super sweet, and I get where it's going. I understand what's happening. But it's basically about this guy, Rentaro, and his grandpa passes away. And his grandfather ran a small bookshop and was just very dedicated to the books and was very passionate about it. And Rentaro was kind of just like an average kid, didn't really have anything special. But he liked reading and worked with his grandpa a lot. So when his grandfather passes away, he's preparing to sell the shop, and then suddenly a orange tabby shows up, talking to him, and his name's Tiger, and is like, hey, and he's really just nonchalant, sarcastic, and really blunt to this kid, and was like, basically, I need you to come with me and help me on these 3 missions. He's gonna do it. He doesn't ask, he just basically tells him. And so Rentaro goes on the first one, and basically he has to save books.
Wait, don't spoil it.
3 different things. I mean, that's a synopsis on the thing. But it's super cute. Really worth reading.
So I noticed the wood was touching. This wood was touching, because that is not centered.
Wait, I have to grab. We found something yesterday. I'll be right back.
We found something yesterday?
Yeah, in the trash.
Oh, that's true. What's up with us finding trash and bringing it home?
Because we looked.
That's true. It was a dark coming back from our little adventures in central London. Anyway, I did yell at her the rest of her hair because it looked too like she was wearing a fake bang piece or something. I don't know.
So Kimball, vlogging.
Yes.
Do you feel any less shy vlogging now?
I don't like to. I mean, I'm just not a loud talker in public anyway. So I don't know.
I mean, is it any less embarrassing than it was at first?
Oh, I don't really care about having the camera out and stuff.
So yesterday we were out vlogging in London, and on the way back we had stopped. We'd finished the vlog, and we were walking back to the car after grabbing some snacks from Gale's or something. And as you do in London, there's trash heaps everywhere, just in random places where people just put stuff out, or trash got collected, but a bag got left, whatever.
Or else the night before trash pickup.
Maybe. But there was just a little pile of trash, and we looked down, and there was a box with some stuff, and then there was these 2 books just laying on the ground. Has anyone ever seen this before?
I doubt it if this is like the uncorrected.
The uncorrected bound proof, y'all,
Stars
of
now.
Miss Planksy's Revenge. So obviously I had to pick it up and read the synopsis. It looks so funny. It's basically about this guy, or this girl named, this woman, Loretta Plansky. She's a widow in her 70s, and she's settling into a retirement home in Florida. And she's dealing with her, like, father who's, like, ill and all this stuff. Basically, she gets a call from her grandchild, and he's like, I need help, blah, 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 and it's all a scam. And basically, she loses all her money. And she, instead of giving up, like, law enforcement's like, there's nothing we can do, we can't help you. She gets on a plane and goes to Romania and tracks down the person who did it and basically exacts revenge on them. So I can't wait to read that.
I mean, that's what I would do. 100%.
I was like, you know she's going to get to Romania. It's going to be this little, like, 12-year-old kid who did it.
Probably.
And she's going to have some moral dilemma, but still. I just can't wait. Spencer Quinn. So, who is this?
Yeah, who actually wrote the book?
His name is Spencer Quinn, and it's the pen name for Peter Abrams. He is the Edgar-winning New York Times and USA Today bestseller author of Chet and Bernie mystery series, as well as #1 New York Times bestselling Bowser and Birdie series
I'm like, so how did this book just
for middle
end
grade
up
readers.
in a trash heap on the side of the road?
He lives in Cape Cod with his wife Diana and dog Pearl.
So,
Who had this book and how did it end up there?
I don't know, but it has like a PR agency thing on the back. Anyway,
Interesting.
so I'll let you guys know once I read that.
I'm into it.
I don't know if I'll have time to read, but maybe.
you don't get to do leisure activities anymore.
my life consists of work and work now. But at least like when I'm working on our stuff, it doesn't. I mean, it is work, but it doesn't feel as like
At least
because I'm not getting paid for it. So
That's true.
it's just a hobby on the side.
I hear you laugh though, so that's a good thing.
I laugh through the tears.
Oh, that's good.
Not caring too
Too
much.
much about the details with this whole hat thingy bandana. We're just giving it the slightest rendering.
Rose says that book is probably a collector's item. I just looked it up and the cover is different. It was published last year.
Oh, interesting.
The other was a compilation of stories contributed to raise funds for the World War I veterans, includes J.M. Barrie and leading authors of the day.
How very interesting.
Oh wait, Rose. Oh, maybe I missed a comment here. Rose up earlier says I have a ton of art books, but I would have a hard time painting over it too. Just words are fine, but not art. I
Oh yeah. Well, this
should
was
just try it anyway.
like this art it's just like photo. I don't know if you can see that side. Like they're just photocopies. There's nothing fancy about them.
Yeah.
These pieces I like, and they tear off easily, and I just have been saving them in the back.
I don't know why I don't do anything with them, but I do like Vermeer.
Plus, I think I don't know if he was born in Delft, but he definitely lived there. And I love Delft.
Oh, you know what? She's talking. Time out. I don't know. I'm confused. But Trisha says Rose, Peter Pan, and Alice in Wonderland. The other was a compilation of stories to contribute. Oh, gotcha. So
'Cause that was
Trisha had
Jim.
some books.
That was J.M. Barrie, right?
Trisha had some books in a drawer, and they were Rose, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, and the other was a compilation of stories.
Gotcha.
I was mixing up comments.
You were just making it happen.
I was skipping to the end.
So we're going to use dark blue for the darker parts of her hair.
The book I'm reading is called The Cat Who Saved Books. I believe. Let me just double check. It wasn't really the cat who saved him.
Well, now you've just gone and spoiled the whole thing.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, that doesn't.
It's like a magical story, and you have to suspend your belief a bit. I really want to see. I want to see an anime or some cartoon from it or something.
Is that what you want?
I mean, I'd even watch a movie if they did a movie of it. It feels like it was written to be adapted. Like I feel like as I'm reading it, I'm like, I feel like they're making choices in this book so that it can become something visual.
Well, present it to Mark and he can make it a play.
It could be a play.
I don't know why I'm doing dashes for the hair, but that's happening now.
It could even make, yeah, it could be a great musical actually. Rose says, found it, thanks.
Nice. She used the actual green now. I need to sharpen it. I do like the feel of these pencils. They feel nice. They're matte, lightweight.
Do they have a good mouth feel?
I'm not gonna find out.
I mean, I don't like our supplies that much.
Are you kind of trying different techniques because of the way the pencils are?
No, I just know that I don't want to
Shade the entire...
like I don't want to render the whole thing out. It's just it's gonna take a lot of pencil and these are expensive.
Mm.
That's why I was like, do I want to bring in watercolors?
I don't know. Plus, I'm just kind of focusing around her face. I wish it would stay sharper a little bit longer.
Trisha says, now there's a project for you, Rocky and Kimball, and anime.
Oh my god.
Kimball, you can do all the frames, and we'll give you some cell sheets,
Oh no.
and then I'll take pictures of them and layer them all up in After Effects.
Like I thought it would be cool to be an animator, like when they used to do 2D style drawing animation way back in the day. And then I saw how much work goes into it and how many times they draw the same thing over and over again. And I realized that's just not for me.
Trisha says, I had an illustrated Alice in Wonderland book. I have no idea what happened to it. I don't mind just word books that have no I don't mind just word books that I have no interest in, but some books I just can't do anything to.
I hear ya. Give her hair a little movement.
Does anyone ever do this thing where you go to stretch and you're like, I'm going to proactively stretch and really strengthen my joints and make sure that I'm limber or whatever, and then you throw your neck out when you're doing it and you're like, why?
And then you never do it again unless you're Rocky.
I do it once every couple months. I'm like, oh, this stretch is gonna be so nice, and then it's all crick. I'm like, no, what I do?
Basically, I'm going around loosening up all the lines because I don't need that perfection in my life.
It causes stress.
Plus, it's just more fun to do a bunch of fun lines.
Exactly. Do what you want.
He's getting really close to being done.
Oh my goodness.
I know. And add a little bit of this yellow into the...
Rose says she's pretty. What's her story?
Well, she
Works in a...
cafe owned by her friend named Moxie.
Her full name is Moxie Joe, the other one.
And her name is Moisha Honeywell.
Because there was a Honeywell fan sitting next to us.
That makes sense.
And originally
They were at an art school. And then they went to Portland, Oregon. And that's where she's working.
And what else? What's her story? Ricky? I don't
She's
remember.
like,
She does all of the
isn't
work.
she kind of a hippie?
Yeah, she definitely is. Moxie Joe definitely just hangs out and does nothing at work and
so
makes
she
her
has
everything.
to do everything.
Yeah.
And so she gets kind of agitated with the other one. They still like each other, but
Oh,
she
yeah,
gets
they're
kind of annoyed with her.
They're good friends. It's just...
You know.
And she studies theater, according to this.
Well, that was when they all went to the art school, remember? That was our first iteration.
It's there, Kimball. It says it all.
Yeah, Moisha Honeywell.
God, that was so long ago.
So I think I'm done with the
Pencils. Should I add a color to the background, or do we kind of like this whole neutral thing happening? I think I kind of like the neutral thing happening.
Well, if it means going longer, people are going to tell you to do something else, I would say.
Well, let's...
Let's just add in a little bit of this. because it's a pretty color.
And it complements the peachy background.
Rose says she looks like she knows what she's doing.
She does, and she has to, because Moxie Joe does not know how to do a thing. But
Well, she likes drinking coffee.
Moxie definitely does. Sorry if you can hear like the rumbly banging. It's my shelves on top of my desk.
Yes,
What are you doing?
but is it your ostrich?
No, it is not. But we do love that ostrich. Who doesn't love a nice
Bright pop of color in the room.
Okay, well, they have this new, I don't know what it's like a flocking technique that they apply this, like, I don't know, felty stuff to sculptures, and Kimball really likes it. I think it looks weird, but I'm down.
Well, it doesn't work for all of them.
Yeah.
So some of them I really like. I think it's just because they can really saturate the colors, and that's something that I really like. I think she's done, everybody.
Yay! Good job, Kim. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, thank
Oh my
you.
gosh.
So, final verdict. I really do like these. The Caran Luminance 6901 colored pencils. I don't know what the 6901 is for. I wish they had more colors, and I wish the price was like cut in half, because, oh my god. Granted, pencils do last quite a long time, unless you use them every single day. But
Yeah, so it's like, you know,
it's £4. That's like, what, $5?
Mm-hmm. What would be your preferred application for those? Like, what type of medium would you prefer using those on?
Oh, my substrate? Like this?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Substrate.
I really like working on this. This works really nicely. But probably like just on paper. I mean, I haven't even...
Just like laser jet paper?
I mean, this is just printer paper. But let's see. I have not even tried blending them together.
so we'll see where this goes.
So she says, well done, Kimball. Clap, clap.
Oh, thanks, lady.
Anne says she's gorgeous. And then Rose says, nice job with your last travel vlog. I really want to go back to Paris.
Thank you, and oh my god,
I want to go back to Paris too.
probably won't for a while.
Permanently.
Oh my god, I would love it.
We'll just put that out there.
Well, Kimball, that's all we have to do. We just have to get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then we can afford to go there, okay?
Is that how that works?
That's how that works. That's what's going to happen.
And then what if they all just unsubscribe?
No, that's not going to happen.
Well, they blend very nicely, so that's good. So yes, all in all, I enjoy.
What's next? What do we do? Do we take the camera down and film a haul? What's happening?
Oh, we've been on for an hour.
We have. Save it for next time.
Yeah, we can save the haul for next time. It's nothing too exciting. It's just all the really cool things that I can't play with until I show you.
Let's pull this down and see if we can...
Don't turn it off.
I will try not to. Oh, don't touch anything. It's so scary. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
The man of the hour, literally.
Is that? I guess that's all the pencils.
Okay. I don't think this has any stabilization when we do it on here, so it's like...
I need to get a rubber band because that hair tie is like, whoa.
Kimball.
Yes.
Nothing. I'm just zooming in.
Freaking me out, man. These I don't love as much.
What are they? The Lyra? Lyra?
Yeah, whatever they are, the color giants. They're fun, but they're inconsistent. That's what I don't like about them. Some of them are really nice and smooth and creamy, and
Fun
some
colors,
of them,
though.
yeah, that's why I got them. And then some of them, they don't lay down as well. But whatever, work with it, figure it out. Little pencil case. Oh my god, we went to the store. Well, obviously we went to the store the other day. I was gonna get a pencil case. It was like £50 for a little leather pencil case. What? Who has money for that? We're artists, okay? I mean, unless you're selling big time, you're not looking for a pencil case. I don't know. And then they had a little collaboration going on with somebody. Cutest things ever. I was like, I need that bag, and I need that bag, and I need that pencil case and that wallet. No, because I saw the price on the one bag, and it was like, I think it was $250.
Okay, well, Kimball, can you hold up the piece? Let me just see it real quick.
Okay. It's so big.
Oh, Kimball, no, with the fridge!
Just look at those details.
All right.
Okay, well, the other thing we should show is that we went to Pop Mart. Actually, no, I'm not going to show you. We can't because it's part of the vlog. If you can spy it in the back, then good for you.
No, it's not cute. It wasn't even the one I wanted, but I'm still happy with it.
Because it wasn't a duplicate.
I mean, if I got duplicates, I'd be like twinsies. Like,
Dennis says, nice job. Love you guys.
Love you if you're my dad.
Yes. Anne says she's gorgeous. Rose says beautiful. What else, Kimball? Let's zoom into your face really close. There you go.
I'm so flaky.
No, there you go.
Porous. I'm hideous. Don't look at me.
Okay. Why don't you give us a little sign off? Not, I mean, like to tell them, and then you can do the sign off. Whatever.
them.
I don't know. Whatever. What do you want to say?
Love ya. Thanks for hanging out. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. All those things that I'm supposed to say. It really helps the channel out. It does, for reals.
Go ahead. Just get it. Come get it.
It's so fun.
Just reach it. Reach it. I'm not going to go any further back. Just come get it. Come get it. There you go. Reach for their love.
Who is that cutie patootie?
It's me, Rocky.
You sure do think a lot of yourself, don't you? Okay. Oh, you know, somebody asked if I could do a tour of my room. I'm not going to do it now, but like if I do it this way, like how easy is that? Like I can just walk around.
Yeah, I don't think this
show
format's
things.
ideal for...
No, we'll definitely try and flip the camera next time because
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
We will.
All right, thank you everybody for hanging out. Love and appreciate y'all.
Rose says song. She knows what's up.
All right.
Don't think about it. Just do it, Kimball.
This is the end. Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you next time. Hopefully horizontally. Okay. I don't know how to stop it on here because it's different. Bye, everybody.